Hey everyone! Welcome back to ZoomInData. And this is episode 31 of our KQL Concepts Deep Dive series. Today we are revisiting advanced join patterns, broadcast versus shuffle in depth, union as lookup for dimension enrichment, and high-performance join techniques that make or break production queries. We are keeping everything pure concepts and interview-focused. If you missed episode 30 on time series patterns, it's a good one to review. Let's get started. Broadcast join revisited. The small table gets copied entirely to every node, arrows fanning out, while the large table stays local. No expensive shuffle of the big side, pure local joins, lightning fast. It wins when the small side fits comfortably in memory per node, usually under a few GB after filtering. The optimizer auto selects broadcast if stats indicate small less than large. But stats can be wrong, outdated, filtered views, or fresh data, so force it with hint. Strategy equals broadcast when you know the small side is truly small. Pitfall. Attempt broadcast on a too large small table, fails, falls back to shuffle slowly. Always know your sizes. Broadcast is the speed king for dimension lookups, reference tables, enrichment joins. Shuffle join is the reliable workhorse for large to large. Both tables get redistributed across the cluster using a hash of the join key. Matching keys land on the same node for local joins. It scales beautifully. No single node ever holds an entire massive table. The cost is network shuffle of both sides, bandwidth consumption and extra time. Shuffle wins when broadcast is impossible, both sides large, or small side doesn't fit memory. You can force shuffle with hint. Strategy equals shuffle when the optimizer wrongly picks broadcast on borderline sizes. Use shuffle for fact-to-fact joins, large dimension enrichment, or when cardinality is high on both sides. It's slower than broadcast but robust, the default safety net at scale. Shuffle join is the reliable workhorse for large to large. Both tables get redistributed across the cluster using a hash of the join key. Matching keys land on the same node for local joins. It scales beautifully. No single node ever holds an entire massive table. The cost is network shuffle of both sides, bandwidth consumption and extra time. Shuffle wins when broadcast is impossible, both sides large, or small side doesn't fit memory. You can force shuffle with hint. Strategy equals shuffle when the optimizer wrongly picks broadcast on borderline sizes. Use shuffle for fact-to-fact joins, large dimension enrichment, or when cardinality is high on both sides. It's slower than broadcast but robust, the default safety net at scale. Orcut this side by side. It perfectly shows when to pick broadcast versus shuffle in KQL joins. On the left, broadcast, small table gets copied everywhere. See those fan-out arrows to every node. The large table stays right where it is, no movement. Result: pure local joins on each node, lightning fast speed. This wins when the small side truly fits in memory per node. Classic for dimension lookups or reference data. On the right, shuffle. Both tables get redistributed by join key hash, arrows shuffling data across the cluster so matches land together. It scales beautifully for large to large joins, but costs network bandwidth and time. See the cost icon. The middle divider says it all. Small fits right-pointing arrow broadcast for blazing performance. Both large right-pointing arrow shuffle for reliable scale when broadcast would fail. Pro tip: always filter early to shrink sizes. Broadcast loves a truly small side. When stats mislead, force with hint. Strategy equals broadcast or shuffle. Choose the right flavor, and your joins go from minutes to milliseconds. Production magic. Union as lookup is a clever pattern for dimension enrichment. Instead of joining events to many small reference tables, regions, services, teams, union them first into one combined dimension table. Then join once to this unioned lookup. Now the small side is still small enough for broadcast. This avoids multiple joins. One broadcast of the combined dimension is cheaper and lets the optimizer pick broadcast more reliably. Use union as lookup when you have several small to medium reference tables you enrich with geo, metadata, categorization. Benefit: single join reduces overhead, improves rewrite chances, simplifies query. Classic production trick: union your dimensions, broadcast once, enrich efficiently. Lookup patterns comparison. Standard join, broadcast, shuffle, is flexible. Broadcast for small to large, shuffle for large to large, but shuffle has network cost. Union as lookup shines for multiple small dimensions, union first, then single broadcast join, often the fastest enrichment pattern. In tilde operator is the absolute fastest for small set lookup, no join overhead, just fast membership check. Performance tips: filter both sides as early as possible, reduces rows before join. Prefer broadcast on small side, use hints when optimizer chooses wrong. Pitfall: large join without shuffle hint, can cause memory explosion on broadcast attempt. Choose the pattern by sizes, broadcast small, shuffle large, union as lookup for multi-dim, in tilde for tiny sets. Master these, and your enrichment queries stay fast and cheap at scale. Check out this decision tree. It's your quick cheat sheet for picking the fastest lookup pattern in KQL. Start at lookup. Are you enriching or checking membership? Yes, then next question. Small set. Tiny allow list. Few IDs. Yes, then in tilde operator wins. Fastest. Zero join overhead. Pure membership check. No, then small to large. Small dimension. Big events. Facts. Yes, then broadcast. Copy small table everywhere. Local joins. Lightning speed. No, then multi small dims. Multiple small reference tables. Yes, then union as lookup. Union them first, then single broadcast join. One fast enrichment instead of many. Otherwise then shuffle. Both sides large. Redistribute by key. Scales reliably but costs network. Side tips are gold. Filter early on both tables. Shrink rows before any join. Hint if needed. Force broadcast or shuffle when optimizer chooses wrong based on bad stats. Follow this tree, and you'll choose the pattern that keeps joins fast and cheap. In tilde for tiny, broadcast for small to large, union as lookup for multi-dim, shuffle only when you must. Nail these decisions, and your enrichment queries stay performant at any scale. Why does this topic matter in interviews? Joins are the top KQL performance topic. Interviewers test patterns heavily. Common questions include broadcast versus shuffle, when to use each, how do you enrich events with multiple dimension tables, union versus join for lookup performance, understanding query rewrite, hints, and cardinality choices shows deep engine knowledge. It's critical for query tuning, large-scale enrichment, and production roles. Explaining advanced patterns, union as lookup for multi-dim, in tilde for small sets, demonstrates real optimization skill. If you can say, I union small dimensions first, then broadcast join once. Cheaper than multiple joins. You prove you think about scale and cost like a production engineer. To wrap up, broadcast is the speed king when the small side fits in memory per node. Force it with hint. Strategy equals broadcast if stats mislead. Shuffle scales reliably for large-to-large joins. Accept network cost for correctness. Union as lookup combines multiple small dimensions into one broadcast-friendly lookup. Efficient enrichment. InTilde operator is the fastest for small set membership checks. No join overhead. Always filter early on both sides to shrink data before join. Use hints when the optimizer chooses poorly. Broadcast small, shuffle large, union for multi-dim. Master these patterns, and your joins become fast, cheap, and scalable. Core to production KQL mastery. That's episode 31 done. Thanks for spending time with me on ZoomInData. Next in episode 32, Advanced Time Series, we will explore forecasting, deeper decomposition, trend analysis, and predictive patterns. Homework to lock this in. Explain to someone or out loud. When would you use union as lookup instead of multiple joins? Think of a scenario where InTilde operator outperforms a join, e.g., small allow list. Answer this one. Why is filtering early before any join so important? If this helped, like the video, share it with anyone prepping for Azure interviews, subscribe for episode 32, and drop a comment with your biggest takeaway today. Thank you so much for watching ZoomInData. See you next time. Keep zooming in on those concepts. Bye for now.